Have you ever imagined an All Blacks coach making one of the boldest selection calls right before one of the biggest matches of the year? Well, that's exactly what has happened. And it's a decision that could either strengthen New Zealand's dominance at Eden Park or hand Ireland another historic victory. With one legendary player left out once again, a lock suddenly transformed into a flanker, and pressure higher than ever, Dave Rennie has sent a clear message to the rugby world. But is this tactical masterstroke about to pay off, or has Dave Rennie taken his biggest gamble yet? Stay with us because every selection tells a story, and one surprise could completely change the outcome of this massive nations championship clash. Eden Park has been a fortress for decades. Few stadiums in world rugby carry the same aura. The All Blacks have gone an incredible 52 consecutive test matches without defeat at this iconic venue, a record that has become part of New Zealand rugby folklore. But this weekend feels different. Standing on the opposite side is an Irish team full of confidence, experience, and belief. They know they have already achieved something many once thought impossible by winning a test series in New Zealand back in 2022. That success proved they can beat the All Blacks on their own turf. Now, Dave Rennie is preparing for his first test in charge of the All Blacks at Eden Park, and rather than playing it safe, he has made several bold decisions that have everyone talking. The biggest surprise comes in the forward pack. Instead of sticking with traditional combinations, Dave Rennie has shifted Tupou Vaa'i from the second row to blindside flanker. It's a fascinating tactical move. Tupou Vaa'i has built his reputation as a powerful lock, but now he will be asked to bring that same physicality, mobility, and line-out presence to the side of the scrum. Against an Irish pack famous for precision and relentless pressure, this experiment could become one of the defining moments of the match. Joining Tupou Vaa'i in the back row are Luke Jacobson and captain Ardie Savea. Every rugby fan knows what Ardie Savea brings to this team: leadership, intensity, world-class work rate. Once again, Ardie Savea carries the captain's responsibility, and all eyes will be on him to inspire the All Blacks during what promises to be an incredibly physical contest. Behind them, Josh Lord and Patrick Tuipulotu to form an entirely new locking partnership. That decision means Sam Darry misses out on the matchday squad, showing just how competitive places have become under Dave Rennie. Meanwhile, the front row remains untouched. Tyrell Lomax, Cody Taylor, and Ethan de Groot have earned another opportunity after producing consistent performances throughout the opening Nations Championship matches. Continuity up front suggests Dave Rennie trusts this trio to provide stability against one of rugby's strongest packs. The backline also contains several intriguing stories. The halfback partnership of Cam Roigard and Ruben Love remains intact for a third straight test. That consistency says plenty about how highly Dave Rennie rates their growing combination. In midfield, Quinn Tapia returns to the starting lineup alongside Jordy Barrett, adding fresh energy and powerful ball carrying in the centers. On the wing, opportunity arrives because of unfortunate circumstances. Following the injury to Leroy Carter, Josh Moorby earns his first test start after an unforgettable debut against Italy. When Josh Moorby came off the bench against the Azzurri, he immediately made an impact with confidence, pace, and attacking intent. Now he has the chance to prove that performance was no coincidence. On the opposite wing, Will Jordan continues to be one of New Zealand's biggest attacking threats. Every time Will Jordan touches the ball, defenders know danger is coming. Completing the back three is Damian McKenzie, whose creativity and counter-attacking ability could become crucial against Ireland's disciplined defensive system. The bench also tells an important story. Recent debutants Anton Segner and Xavier Numia receive another opportunity to build their international careers. For young players, earning a second cap is often just as important as the first because it shows genuine belief from the coaching staff. Joining Xavier Numia in the reserve front row are Asafo Omua and Fletcher Newell, giving New Zealand significant impact when fresh legs arrive later in the match. Loose forward cover comes from Anton Segner and Peter Lakai, while the backline reserves include Cortez Radama, Anton Lienert-Brown, and Caleb Clark. But perhaps the biggest talking point once again is the absence of Beauden Barrett. For another week, one of New Zealand rugby's greatest players has been left out. That decision alone will dominate conversations before kickoff. Is Dave Rennie building toward the future? Or does he genuinely believe these combinations give the All Blacks their best chance of beating Ireland? Only 80 minutes will reveal the answer. Speaking before the match, Dave Rennie made it clear he has enormous respect for the opposition. According to Dave Rennie, Ireland have been among the world's best teams for several years. He praised their experience, their coaching, and the confidence they have gained from previous victories in New Zealand. But Dave Rennie also explained why he has remained committed to these developing combinations. He believes rewarding players who have impressed over recent weeks is the right approach. He also emphasized that the bench will play a huge role because Ireland are one of the toughest and most determined teams in international rugby. History certainly adds another fascinating layer. These two nations have met 39 times. The All Blacks have won 33 of those encounters. Ireland have won 5. One match ended in a draw. More recently, New Zealand have won the last 3 tests played in Ireland. However, the last 2 tests between these sides played in New Zealand ended in Irish victories during that unforgettable 2022 series. So while history favors the All Blacks overall, recent memories remind everyone that Ireland know exactly how to win on New Zealand soil. That's why this match feels so important. Can Dave Rennie justify his bold selection calls? Will Tupou Vaa'i shine in his new position? Can Josh Moorby seize his opportunity? Will Artie Savia inspire another famous performance at Eden Park? Or will Ireland once again silence one of rugby's most iconic stadiums? One thing is certain. This isn't just another nation's championship fixture. It's a battle between tradition and momentum, between a legendary fortress and a challenger that truly believes it can conquer it again. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want the latest All Blacks news, team analysis, and rugby updates every single day, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the biggest stories from New Zealand rugby. Now tell us in the comments. Do you think Dave Rennie's selection gamble will deliver another famous All Blacks victory, or is Ireland about to make history once again?